Okay, hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. I am happy to have you here. We are going to quickly take a tour of my completed apartment complex. I guess it would just be an apartment building. But yes, welcome. If this is your first time here, you may not know, but I am building my own forever world. Yes, and so I've been working on it for quite some time, and one of the things that I like to do, that I am rather enjoying, is having what I call a dollhouse theme, which simply means that all of my residential lots will function like a dollhouse. I don't know if anyone else has been doing that, but it's something I started doing a long while back, and now I'm just fully enjoying doing it. And so I'm going to build my forever world that way. And it just means that residential lots, not community lots, but residential lots will be in the dollhouse format, which means the back of every home, you can easily get a glance inside and see basically a little preview of what that household would be about. So I'm going around and I'm slowly removing characters that come with the game and adding my own characters to the game, while also deleting all of the standard lots that come with the game and adding my own. So once I have a neighborhood that is fully fleshed out, fully populated, everyone is in a club system, everyone has a career, everyone owns a property, then I will move on to the next neighborhood. Right now I'm doing Willow Creek. Hello friend, I see you. How are you? Glad you could make it. I'm not going to be streaming very long. You see your sim self? Yes, ma'am. Sorry, I needed someone to tour. I needed someone to tour my new apartment building, and so I chose your sim. She was at the top of my gallery, and so yes, your sim self is making a little what would this be? Oh, what do they call it? Cameo moment. She's having a little cameo moment. We got a celebrity in the house over here. So yes, she is going to go through and test the apartments that I have completed decorating now. So this apartment complex, I think it was called Budget Bend. This particular lot was called Budget Bend. However, I decided to keep the budget and we just now call it the Budget Apartments. And you will see once we get inside why we call it Budget Apartments. But yes, it is a very old apartment complex. You can kind of see the rusted out air conditioner. They've got the screen doors, and then the lights are from Journey Tuba 2, but the reason I use them is because they're all rusted out and they look very, very old, and so that's the vibe I wanted this apartment building to have, is that it's not a new modern building, it's a very old residential building. So we've got the mailboxes here that are very old and rusted out. So a lot of character, I think, for this particular building. I love the screen windows that we got with the latest pack. That is the Adventure Awaits pack, for those that don't know. If you're looking at the date of when this video is being released, that's the latest expansion pack. So let's go ahead and jump around back. I did my best, in case you're new here, or in case maybe you didn't know, when I build my dollhouses or dollhouse themed buildings, I don't have a plan when I go in. I might have an idea, maybe one item maybe gave me inspiration, but for this building, I didn't know what I was building until it was built. That's just how I build. But let me stop yapping and just show you. And I like it when an apartment can have its own theme, and based on what is created, which I won't know until she's done, I then can go in and make a character who fits the theme of the apartment that had developed. Okay? So, for example, you can look at the items in the room and know, without me telling you, at least have some general idea of what's about to go down in this apartment. Okay? So we got a bearskin rug, we've got, the candles, we've got some little secret box, okay, on the floor. We've got some sexy artwork. Let me take you inside the building here. Yes, so you kind of get an idea, maybe a little bit, of what could potentially happen in this particular room. And so you got your maid's outfit and all that good stuff over there. And if you know about the romance pack, you know how you earn this here certificate, or certification, I should say. If you're looking at I guess we would call this erotica, or that's a nude painting on the wall here. So you kind of get a vibe, I think, of what's going to happen here. Once again, I didn't know this was going to be the apartment. It just is the apartment, okay? So we have the pink bathroom. We've got more candles in the living room here. Every apartment will have a dog because of the dog park next door. I wanted to make sure that gets populated. And then we have some, what do you call these? Tarot cards. Some tarot cards. We've got a rusted out old table. So yeah, I think this apartment has a lot of character, and I already have a character in mind. After the apartment was finished, I knew exactly who to create to move in here. Sometimes I get lucky, and that's a very easy decision. All right, so the next door neighbor right across here is this apartment here. I think this one turned out pretty nice as well. So this one here, let me come in a little bit. This one here, if you notice, we've got the home interior decorator swatches on the table. Very nicely decorated here with some nice art. And then we have the simple kitchen. We have the same simple bathroom. And then we have the room that really tells you who's going to be here. And so if you notice, we've got home interior books, swatches, files, just files everywhere. And then we have the home interior table here, more home interior books and swatches, and then the home interior, what would you call this? I don't know what you would call this, but it's basically your ideas, what do they call it in Pinterest? Well, you guys let me know what it's called in Pinterest, where you could put all of your ideas on one wall or board. Is it idea board? I don't know. You guys let me know. I'm sure y'all are yelling at me because I don't know the word. But yes, so I'm planning to create a character who will have the home interior decorator pack career, as well as at the end of the hall, like you saw, we will have a character who has the romance career pack from the romance pack, because that's what this one was designed for. All right, so now that we know who's gonna be up here working working, okay, somebody's gonna be up here working, air quotes. Downstairs, we'll have to see who gets along with the noise that might ensue upstairs. Okay, so I had to fit in another apartment downstairs. It is not the exact layout, but I hope you guys like it just the same. This apartment was, I wouldn't say the hardest to do. It's just usually at the end of each apartment, I usually have a general idea of a personality that could live here. But this apartment, I'm still struggling with it. It's so neutral that I'm struggling with coming up with a personality, you know, one that just jumps out at you of who could live here. But I do know they're probably going to complain a lot about the noise that goes on up here. So, you know, that's part of the personality, I guess, is they're going to complain about the woman upstairs with the romance music on. And, you know, from time to time, the electric bed over here, hello, if you're from Sims 2, you know what this bed can do. So, yeah, that's going to be part of that person's personality. So maybe we'll have a non-flirty person in this apartment, quite the opposite of the upstairs neighbor, if you get my drift. All right, so let's see their bedroom. Again, I had no inspiration for the personality. It's just a real, I don't want to say boring, but yeah, kind of a boring personality down here. There's no career jumping out at me for this tenant. There's just no personality jumping out for this tenant. Okay, so we got the home interior decorator. We've got the romance career. Okay. So we got two careers up here, and I don't know who's coming down here. Okay. I just know they will be non-flirty because they're going to be very upset with the noise that the neighbor is making, romancing upstairs. Okay. Now, the last apartment is probably my favorite, and you're going to see why. I had no idea this was going to be what came out of it, but I just started putting items and items and items, and when it was finished, the character jumps out at you. So I'm just going to see if you can figure it out before I tell you what the career is. Let me go over here and give you a better tour. This is the kitchen. Here's our little dining room. Obviously, everyone has a pet. You can see all this. This is probably the worst conditioned apartment out of all of the apartments. Okay. But maybe by the end of the tour, you can tell me who or what career or what, personality is living here. But you tell me. I want to hear in the comments what you thought it was. And make sure you put it before you hear what I say it is. Type out what you think this person's career is going to be. Okay. Maybe you already know. Maybe you don't. Let me know what this person's career is. All right. So if you haven't already typed out your answer, well, then you messed up the fun because I'm about to tell you. So when I first started decorating this apartment, I had no idea, just like all the others. I just go into debug and I pull out items. And the first item I pulled out was this bag of money. And so if you guessed criminal, you would be partly right, because initially that's what I thought the person was going to be when they moved in here too. The place is scummy. Okay. It's the cheapest looking, like, damaged apartment. You got it looks bad. The other apartments are old as well, but they don't look this bad. Okay. Nobody gets in this apartment. Nobody comes in here. So then I started pulling out all this other stuff. And then this right here shifted what this person's career was going to be. This is Bella Goth missing on a milk bottle. Everybody knows Bella Goth, right? And then we got case files, police case files. We've got surveillance cameras, and we've got all these boxes of data. Okay. We got some crossbows for crossbow training. And if you notice that symbol at the bottom of this crossbow, there's your big hint, but there's probably quite a few hints. We've got surveillance. Yeah. Okay. And again, more case files. Okay. And then we've got weights, and this person has to be athletic. We've got certificates from job promotions and such. We can go back in the living room. There's more clues. There's more clues, guys. We've got all of this takeaway food because we don't have time to cook. Okay. This is originally where I thought we were dealing with a criminal, because I'm like, oh, what's in the brown box, you know? Again, athletic. They go out canoeing or kayaking for athletic purposes. And then we've got this here is a clue. Okay, yes, everyone in this apartment has a dog, but y'all, okay, this is a police dog in my mind. So I've already given it away. This is going to be an undercover agent. Yes, here's your last clue. So if you guessed criminal, you kind of are right, because this person is going to be posing as a criminal. But if you guessed that they're a police officer posing as a criminal, ding, 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 you win the prize. This is going to be a detective, an undercover agent. Okay. And that is where all this stuff comes from. And I had so much fun when I realized that that's what I was grabbing, all this stuff. You know, the case files and, you know, the simple clothing. All of that to me screams undercover agent, you know, police officer, you know. And so, yeah, that's who we're going to create for this one. So upstairs, we have an interior decorator. Downstairs, we have an undercover agent. Upstairs at the other end of the building, we have, y'all, you can call her a romance professional if you want. That's probably the kindest description. But, yeah, she's a professional in love, in romance, but probably don't want to meet up with those guys on that poster, if you catch my drift. And then this person down here, again, this is a very, very neutral apartment. I have no idea who's going in here. Everybody else, it was very clear who's going where, but this one, I don't know. So we'll figure it out. All right. Now that's the update for this apartment building. I love it very much. It took me until, again, 2 to 3 in the morning. And then I also have one more update for you guys. Let's go and check out the new hangout. We got a new hangout for the HOA group. We've got the HOA club, and they needed a nice place to sit and share the tea. So we're gonna head over to Sweet Teas. What was it called? Pastries or Sweet Teas Tarts or Tarts shop. So here we are. It's not functional just yet. I have to create the character who's going to own and operate this here location, but this is going to be our new sweets store. I love how it turned out. I especially love the delivery truck here at the back, the delivery van. But let me give you a little tour. So this is going to be owned and operated by one of our residents. And I think that's how you can get the most gameplay, is if every building is owned and operated by someone. So they will have tarts and sweets and all the yummy goodness. Come here and get your pastries. And let's go inside. And of course I love the color. I'm a baby blue kind of girl, so I love it. And then you'll notice here, this is the front, and you can come right in and buy from the shelves. I left my walls empty because I plan to decorate per season, so we can put Valentine's items up, Halloween items up, Christmas. We can do it all and enjoy the seasons with this store. It's going to be great. And then over here, this is where the hourly fee comes in, because we have tea. Yes, this is where our HOA meetings will be. They can come out here and enjoy the view of the lake, the park area, and then there's a nice little trolley train that goes by every now and again, and it's just so peaceful back here. And then of course I love this little sign right here, because this is where you're coming to spill the tea. Come here and spill the tea. No, but all jokes aside, this is going to be very nice for our HOA club. The ladies can come out here and have tea and chat together and make up rules that others have to follow in the neighborhood. This is the bathroom. Nice and clean. Nice and pastel-y. I love the pastel colors. And then we have one other area which will be closed off for everyone except our employees, and that is this room over here. So whoever ends up buying this place will have access to the upstairs, which up here you can maybe put in a kitchen. so that you can do all the baking here. I wanted to have something to strive for, so whoever we create to operate this, they'll be cooking at home until they earn enough money to, add the appliances that they need here at their business. But otherwise, they'll just be cooking at home and bringing the items into the store. But yeah, I'm very happy with how this turned out. We've got the little tea area over here. Look at that. That thing is so cute. And then I'm not sure how it's going to function because we have a restaurant right now, and I'm a little upset about how trash is being handled. So I got to figure out how to make that work for us. We do have a dishwasher on this one, so maybe that'll get rid of all the trash. I don't know. And then we have the first simoleon ever made, which actually isn't true because we haven't opened, but use your imagination, folks. Use your imagination. I want to start out using the food that's in the game, but I do have a mod. So I've got some wonderful sweets, and I'm going to probably incorporate that into my save. I don't like using a lot of mods, but I do want to use my sweets. So we might be adding that to the game. But yeah, that is the latest location added. We have the little delivery van out here. Probably the owner parks here and brings in the boxes. And I think this is very, very nice. In my imagination, the only thing I knew that I had to have for this build was this deck right here. I didn't know it would end up 2 stories. I just wanted to be able to sit outside. In real life, this would be a favorite place for me. I love restaurants where you can just sit outside and enjoy the view, and it's nice and peaceful and quiet. And so to sit here and be able to look out and see the birds and the lake over there, I think this would be a favorite place for me if this were a real place in real life. But yeah, so that's it. That's the update. I will test all these lots. Not going to do that right now online, but I will be testing all of these new lots, and then I'll go ahead and upload them to my gallery. So if you like it, if you wouldn't mind giving me a little like. Let me see if I can change the lighting so you can see it at night. Oh, I keep hitting the wrong button. Okay. There we go. Let's get rid of the grid. There we go. So one thing, I don't like it during the nighttime because for some reason EA's doors, they glow different than the windows, and so you can see it really bad on this side how the doors and the 2 end panels look different than the windows. So this is probably the worst time of day to show the building, but I did want you to see what it looks like in all 4 lighting environments. My favorite is the landscaping. I'm not usually good at landscaping, but I like how this turned out. If you're wondering where these beautiful purple flowers come from, most of the landscaping, if not all the landscaping, is from Debug. So all those items that you see out here gardening, they're all from the Debug category. You guys got to get in there if you haven't gotten familiar with those items. They're my favorite to decorate with. But I saw all of the grass in this neighborhood just popping up around the area. You can see it here too. And so I thought, okay, I need to incorporate that into the property. You can see it all over this area is this grass that pops up. So I went with it, folks, and I went ahead and added it here too. And I think it turned out pretty nice. I like it. So this is morning. it's not giving me the coloring that I want for some reason. Usually I get pretty sunset and pretty morning, but yeah, I think we are here on a cloudy day. So sorry guys, it's not showing it off. Trust me, it looks really nice when it's not a cloudy day. But hello, welcome to The Sims, you know. But that's gonna do it for me. I will be uploading these, like I said, and if you like them, you can download them yourselves. But I know the stream is very short. It's only 30 minutes, and I do apologize for that. But I just wanted to jump on here and let you guys see what I've been working on. I may stream a little bit later, or maybe not. I might stream tomorrow because now I have to go and create all of those characters that are going to move into the apartment building. Apartments. I have to go and create all of the characters that are going to move into the apartments. So I'm going to end this stream here. I hope you guys really do enjoy the lots. Like I said, after I test them all, I'll go ahead and upload them. But that's going to do it for me. I hope everybody enjoys the rest of their day. Hope you have a good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whichever time zone you are in. Bye-bye.